Hi students, hi everyone. This is grade 12 biology lesson and my name is teacher Brahan Karma. So let me start grade 12 biology lesson, unit 3, topic mutations. So let's see previous lessons about protein synthesis. Student, as you had new current situations of that of the world pandemic disease, so we are enforced to transfer the topic of the rest lessons through these radio programs. So let me remind that of the protein synthesis points. So in these points, students remind how the flow of information in a cell starts from the codes on DNA and ends with proteins being synthesized. And the second point, the natures of genetic code, and the third, different role of proteins have in a cell and in the body. So these are the basic point what you remind in that of in our previous lessons. So today, student, when we are coming to our points, the critical point mutations, you have to explain at the end of this topic what meant by the term mutations. The second point is describe the different types of mutation, and at the end explain some consequence of mutations. Good. Student, what do you know about mutations? Could you say something? Could you mention what you mean that mutations? Welcome back, students. So let me start. Good. If your answer, mutation is only spontaneous change in the genetic material of organisms, and these mutations occur quite randomly when DNA is replicating, and each involves a change to just on the base, but the change to gene can be dramatically, and the result can be that the protein gene should code for it's not made at all, different protein is made. And the other point, interesting student, remind is that mutation rate can be increased by mutagenic factor. This mutagenic factor can be explained in two ways. One is chemical mutations or carcinogenic, and the other is high energy radiations or particle mutation consequence this mistake of genetic code. Student, now let me give you an activity and ready, prepare your pen and notebook, answer the following questions. I will give you 3 minutes. The first questions, ready? The first questions, what is mutations? And the second, give 3 examples of chemical mutations and high energy radiations or particles. Good. Do it by yourself. Well, good students, if your answer is in that of definitions of mutations, mutations are, as we were mentioned before, the mistaken of genetic disorder. And the second question is that the examples for that of chemical mutations or carcinogenic factor: 1, mustard gas; 2, colchicine; 3, caffeine; 4, formaldehyde; and 5, chemicals in tobacco; 6, some drugs, food preservatives, pesticides, and etc. For the second examples, radiations or particles like that of X-ray, gamma ray, alpha and beta particles are the most consequence that lead mutations. If you are answering this way, student, very well and excellent. And the other point, what we are discussing in our today's lesson is that we have to mention and list the major types of mutations. Could you mention, student, the major types of mutations? I will give you 1 minute. Welcome back, student. So, if you will mention the 2 types of mutation are 1, point mutation, and the other is chromosomal mutations. Let me list the class which are found in this point mutation and chromosomal mutations, as well as let me define one by one. The first, point mutations. Point mutation means a change that occurs affect gene. It involves single locus or gene. Let me mention the class of point mutations. Point mutations are classified into three. One, substitutional point mutation. Two, additional point mutation. Three, deletion point mutations. The second type of major mutations is chromosomal mutations. Chromosomal mutation, which means are changes in the number, arrangement, or structure size of chromosomes. Again, chromosomal mutations are also classified into different categories. These are 1. Inversion. 2. Deletion. 3. Insertion. 4. Duplication. 5. Translocation. 6. Aneuploids. And 7. The last but not least, euploids. So, student, we have to explain one by one these major types of mutations. But before that, student, let me give you an activity what you do 3 questions. And ready your pen and your notebooks. The first question: what is carcinogenic? 2. List the major types of mutation. 3. List at least 5 classes of chromosomal mutations and 3 classes of point mutations. Student, I revised questions again to you. Question 1. What is carcinogenic? Right? 2. List the major types of mutation. 3. List at least 5 classes of chromosomal mutation and list 3 types of point mutation. I will give you 5 minutes. Refer what you are learned, what are discussed before, and answer your questions. Student, let's come back to our lessons. So the first question, that of carcinogenic, is the process in which chemical substance cause mutations. If you are answering this manner, excellent. The second question, list the major types of mutations. That of 1, point mutation. 2, chromosomal mutations. The third, list 5 points of chromosomal mutations and list 3 point mutations. You are asked. So for that chromosomal mutations, 1, you can answer inversion. 2, deletion. 3, insertion. 4, duplication. 5, translocations, and the like. For that of point mutations, you can mention 1, substitution. 2, addition. 3, deletions. Good. Student, now is the time to stabilizing and summarizing our today's lessons. Let me remind from that of the definition, what do you mean mutations? Mutation, you know that, student, as we are mentioned, is the genetic change or mistaken occurred in a given cell. And we can describe and classify mutations into 2 categories, that of point mutation and chromosomal mutation. Point mutation means it involves in a single gene and a change that can occur and affect gene. And the second, chromosomal mutation means a change in the number, arrangement, structure, and chromosomes, as well as we try to address how mutations are occurred. Mainly, mutations are occurred in two ways. One is carcinogenic or chemical process, and the second one is high energy radiations or particles can cause mutations. And we try to mention or list that of carcinogenic causes as well as radiations. Student, remind these all typical points but interesting point of mutations, and ready for next class we are discussed about that of the first, the major types of point mutation. Till that, student, read your lessons, what you are learned, that of before learned and what you are learned in our next class, and at that time have a nice time and stay at home, keep yourselves. At the end, as a biologist, what I want to transfer from this pandemic disease, as you protect yourself, I want to mention one point, and I focus on that, how to prevention this coronavirus disease, COVID-19.